Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this reading. And of course, in this reading, we're going to explore what you can expect from the full cold moon. In this group reading, I'm going to look at the energies, those opportunities, and possibilities that the full cold moon will offer you. On December 29th, we are going to be blessed with the full cold moon. And the reason it's called the cold moon is because it's the full moon closest to the winter solstice, which means it's in the sky for the longest period of time, which of course supports us in immersing ourselves in all the beauty and wonder that the moon is going to offer us. Now, like any other full moon, the full cold moon, its amazing energies and opportunities can be felt 2 days before and 2 days after. So we will be entering into 2021 with this nurturing, divine feminine energy supporting us and encouraging us forward. The decks I chose to support us in revealing what we can expect from the full moon, of course, I've got the Tarot de la Nuit, and I've paired it with the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Now, like always, you're going to find links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. The selections that I have for you for this reading, I've got Black Obsidian, Rose Quartz, and Howlite. I want you to choose whichever crystal resonates with you right now. It's the crystal that's been speaking to you throughout this introduction. Then, I want you to go into the description box below. There, you're going to find some timestamps. Click on your crystal's correlating timestamp. It's going to take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Black Obsidian friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full tarot and oracle decks here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the full cold moon has to share with my Black Obsidian friends. What can my Black Obsidian friends expect from the full cold moon? The Five of Wands. Now, fives in tarot, they're always about challenge. They're always about that struggle. That wand is that inner passion, that connection. We're struggling with that now more than we have in many years. The full cold moon is going to help dispel some of this conflict, some of this uncertainty that we're feeling. It's been quite a year for us, and the year and all its struggles has added and compounded some of this challenge, this struggle that we're feeling, added extra burden and weight onto us. The full cold moon is going to support us in shaking some of this off, reconnecting in with our passions, and reconnecting in with us. We can use this divine feminine energy to our advantage and start to realign ourselves and lessen some of that inner struggle, that inner angst that we're dealing with. So let's look at this a little bit more. What further guidance, support, and wisdom does the full cold moon have for my Black Obsidian friends? I kind of like how there's a two-tone effect to this Five of Wands. We have this kind of warm, smoky feel, and this cool, smoky feel too. They're both in that darker realm, but one is warmer and one is cooler, bringing in that balance And that balance is going to be an essential aspect for you as we enter into the new year. We need a more balanced state and frame of mind to be functioning from, rather than one of avoidance and of conflict. All right. Oh yeah, confirming what I just said. Queen of Pentacles. Using that divine feminine energy to our advantage. Without this divine feminine energy, we're going to be working a lot harder than we need to. Over the next 5 days, we have that ability to connect into this divine feminine energy, set some intention, work on that healing, release what we need to, strengthening and empowering us. When we do give ourselves this time, that helps to not only ground us, but it's going to support us with further growth and development. It empowers us. It invigorates us. So we're more open to all the amazing experiences and opportunities that the rest of the year, may it be only a couple of days, but we're wrapping it up. So there's still that time to embrace some of the final opportunities and possibilities that 2020 wants to share. But most importantly, what 2021 wants to share as well. Using this time to our advantage. Setting the scene up, if you will. Similar to a gardener, they prime and get the land ready before they plant those seeds. The same is true here. Giving ourselves that time, setting some intentions, and, well, loving us. Now, it doesn't have to be large pieces of time. We can use small snippets to our advantage. Additionally, I know many of us are still balancing and juggling a lot of things. So, some ideas to support you in this healing in activities that you do every day. We're going to start off with a big one, and that's sleep. Making sure that we get that sleep. I know I'm sounding like your mom. Make sure you go to bed, get that sleep. However, before you go to bed, set the intention. Ask for the help that you're going to need. When we set those intentions and we ask for that help, well, we're alleviating some of the pressures and conflict that we're feeling, because a lot of us are at that point of burnout. We feel just blah and overwhelmed. We're setting some intentions. We're starting to prime ourselves for some amazing releases, some amazing healing. So, for example, before you go to bed, you don't have to say it aloud, you can just say it in your head. I would like to use this time to my advantage so that I can heal myself and feel more prepared for the days to come. At the same time, you can also ask high vibrational beings to come in and support you in this healing. Could Archangel Raphael come in and bring any and all high vibrational beings that would support me in this healing? And explore some of the things that you want to heal. Those intentions and asking for the help we need is going to support us with this healing, with this growth. So using your sleep to your advantage. You're not doing anything extra. You're just asking for some help. You can do it while you're climbing into bed and settling in. Another easy everyday event that you can use to your advantage is bathing. I know, crazy, right? Before you get into that bath, before you get into your shower, set that intention. I am going to release some of this built up gunky blahness so I feel more energized. I feel more empowered. Then, as you're in the shower, visualize that heaviness, that smoky fog being washed away. Now, don't worry, it's not going to hurt anyone else. Your guardian angel is right there and would transmute it in an instasecond so that it's back to a high vibrational energy that's going to support you and everyone around you. These are easy elements that you can incorporate into your everyday and feel stronger, feel more able to take on and embrace all that the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 is going to offer you. Like I said earlier, priming yourself up for some amazing adventures and opportunities that are going to come your way. Death. The 13th card in the Major Arcana. Of course, that release. It's kind of a scary card to have come up. However, it's supporting you in releasing some of that built up gunk, helping you with that healing. This divine feminine energy is supporting you in empowering you, in strengthening you, so you're more able to embrace all the wonders, all the blessings and opportunities that are right here, right now, that are going to bring in further abundance and growth for you. This is a time where we can start to reduce this conflict, reduce this low vibrational energies, and reconnect into something that brings us joy, something that brings us happiness, which of course goes back to the growth and fertility of the Queen of Pentacles. The full cold moon truly does offer you a unique opportunity to clear things out and strengthen you. Now, of course, Queens are the 13th card in the Minor Arcana, and we've got this beautiful Death that's the 13th card in the Major Arcana. In angel messages, when you have that multiple 13, the angels are encouraging you to calm your mind so that you can receive the intuitive messages and guidance that will support you in going forward. Which, of course, as we start to clear ourselves out, as we start to degunk ourselves, we're raising our vibration. And when we do that, we're more open and able to receive the messages and, most importantly, be present for the messages that are left in plain sight by the high vibrational beings. It's an important element in helping us to kick off 2021 on that high note. The Knight of Wands. I do enjoy how this deck places the knights, and all of them are a feminine character. Usually in tarot, knights are depicted as a young masculine energy. However, in the Tarot de la Nuit, we're looking at that strong feminine energy. And we're going to use that to our advantage. So we've got this knight, no matter what gender it is, we're looking at that adolescent no fear energy, that go big or go home energy. We need this courage. We need this determination to release this gunkiness, to calm our mind, to calm that inner angst. One of the ways that we can do that is through a meditation that I brought out with Archangel Jophiel. We looked at calming that whirlwind within us and connecting into that passion base. It speaks a lot to these wands that are reoccurring, that passion, that creativity. And you're going to find that as we tap into our creativity and as we give ourselves permission to take that time to engage in creative endeavors, no matter what they look like, we're going to get out of this funky, ruminating thought pattern. These swirling thoughts and feelings that keep coming up, and we're struggling to get out of them. That creativity, well, we're focusing in on that creativity. That helps us to shift our perspective. That helps the high vibrational beings and the universe to start to step in. We go back to that message of the 13. that intuitive insight. We gain it, of course, when we're embracing that creativity, when we're focusing in on fun and joy rather than the problem at hand. Those repeated and swirling thoughts, they're not serving us. They're not helping us to gain that message, that insight that's going to help us. That creativity, it gets us out of our head and gets us out of our way, helping us to, move forward and embrace all these amazing opportunities and possibilities that are right in front of us. Slowing down and being present for what's happening and occurring right here and right now. The Six of Cups. Of course, the Six of Cups, you're looking at that reminiscing card. And it's not so much of a suggestion about going back, more about a warning. It's more heavily tied into the Five of Cups. I just said we need to live in our present. We can't get caught up in the sorrows of the past, that heartache. It's really easy to do, especially now. 2020 has been a kicker of a year. We can't get caught up or stuck in the past. Just like how we can't hyper-focus in on the what-ifs of the future. Focusing in on the here and now is going to help us to embrace opportunities and possibilities that are going to serve us for our greater good. Additionally, we're able to create solutions to our problems with greater ease. We're raising our vibration, we're receiving that insight and guidance, and what's more, we're getting out of this ruminating pattern. We're getting out of our way, and we're allowing the universe to support us in ways that only the universe can, by sliding in opportunities, giving us solutions that we had never thought of, that wasn't even in our realm of possibility. Being in the present and receiving added guidance and wisdom and inspiration isn't going to support us if we do nothing with it. We need to take the action orientation of the night and start to move forward with it. We don't have to take leaps and bounds. That slow, steady progression, it's more advisable. We have more stability with it, and we actually get further ahead. We don't have that tendency to feel unstable, which of course causes us to regress back to past pieces that we've tried to release, and then causes added fear in trying something new or trying something again, because your ego happily reminds you of that fear and that heartache. So those slow, steady steps, they help out with greater progression. Taking time and putting small steps forward. Taking time for you and setting those intentions are great small steps. Giving you some time to engage, because you're actively doing it, you're engaging with that creativity, gives you more insight, more direction, and of course, solutions to your current problem, which you can start to act on again. So those slow, steady steps, they are so much more beneficial than those leaps and bounds. Those leaps of faith, sure, it reinforces your trust. However, with our ego, especially right now, that fear and that heartache, it gets going quite easily. And that regression and stumbling backwards, it happens more often than not. So of course, I advise that slow, steady step. Let's head into some blessings now. What blessings can my Black Obsidian friends embrace for the full cold moon? Music. Such a fun card. don't be afraid to have some fun. Enjoy yourself and dance like no one's watching. That music, it's flowing so much right now. It has such a profound impact on us. When we choose music that resonates in with that high vibration, that brings us happiness and joy, and does allow us to express ourselves through dance or even just, tapping your foot. That engagement and, of course, raising our vibration, it's so important. And music can be such a fantastic tool. We just need to be mindful of what music we're choosing. There is music that can lower our vibration. We need to be engaging and listening to music that supports us in maintaining or raising our high vibration. However, it can also support us in other tasks at hand. Different vibrations of music and sound can support us. It can trigger and stimulate your chakra system. Again, using that tool to your advantage. This is a time for us. Many of us are still on holidays and can start to build in this time for ourselves. We can build in a pattern of self-care and time for self, whether that be through music, through meditation, through sleep. Those patterns, they're important, especially when we're looking at caring for ourselves. No one else can do it. It's something that we need to incorporate into our everyday. Emerging. Such a fantastic card. There are so many different elements in play, so many different opportunities that are present and available for you right now, and others that are coming forward. The more we focus in on self and releasing things that are not working for us, it allows for more of you, your abilities and talents to start to emerge. We still have different aspects of self that we've buried deep within ourselves. As we heal and as we release, those different aspects start to poke up. They start to emerge and surface so that we can use them to our advantage. This is definitely a process and a process of growth and development that we need to start to engage in. Like I said earlier, this is for us, and we're the only ones who can do it. We're the only ones who will know about these emerging aspects, and what's more, how we can start to incorporate them into our lives, into our everyday. Oh, they're good. Trust. Trust yourself that you will know how to use these emerging pieces, these emerging aspects. Trust in your abilities. Trust in your skills. We've used them in the past to our benefit. We can use these emerging pieces as well. One way, of course, that we can start to work with these emerging aspects and pieces would, of course, be through our creativity. We're getting out of our head, we're getting out of our way, and we're open to some insight and direction on these aspects and pieces. So trusting in self and opening self up to that universe, to that wisdom and guidance, will support us in moving forward. Additionally, that trust in the universe will of course help to raise our vibration. And that trust goes a long way. I know many of us are feeling that the universe is out to get us, especially given all that we've lived through in 2020. However, that's not the case. The universe needed to shift things on this level, on our physical plane, and that's exactly what it did in 2020. Trusting in the universe, trusting in that the universe has a plan. It's there, we just don't know it. We need to work on ourselves and focus in on our journey and you're going to see things unravel. That understanding will come. And we're only supposed to understand different fragments and pieces. We won't understand everything until we return to that energetic form. So be content. Trust in you, trust in your path, and that the universe has got your back. Those high vibrational beings are there, they're supporting you, and of course are there for you. We just need to slow down and pay attention. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the full cold moon is offering you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It truly helps people find me in the sea of YouTube, which of course helps to raise our vibration as a whole. We have that shifting, and we have that evolving. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more coming your way in 2021, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page, which has a lot of tiers and perks. And of course, those perks, you're looking at free readings or healings from me. Additionally, I have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Black Obsidian friends. Hello and welcome, my Rose Quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the full cold moon has to share with my Rose Quartz friends. What can my Rose Quartz friends expect? Apparently that one. From the full cold moon. I've been finding that this deck is really jumpy today. Kind of fun when the decks get really jumpy so cards go everywhere. It adds a whole new twist to that 52 pickup, especially since there's 78 cards. The Emperor, the fourth card in the Major Arcana. The full cold moon, well, like I said in the introduction, it's that divine feminine energy. The Emperor brings in that divine masculine, balancing you out, supporting you with some strength and stability that we need to end out 2020 and embrace 2021. Like I said in the introduction, this full moon, we're going to feel the nurturing energy of the divine feminine as we enter into this new year. We are also going to enter the new year in a more balanced state. When we have that combination of divine masculine with divine feminine within ourselves and our environment, well, we feel stronger and more able to embrace all the amazing opportunities that are all around us. Now, one of the ways that we can work on some of that grounding and some of that stability is through a meditation I did with Archangel Lumiel. A number of months ago, we collaborated together and combined our energies to support you with that stability and that grounding. And of course, we can embrace Archangel Lumiel's energy to support us with that grounding. He really comes off with that divine masculine energy for me. So for me, and hopefully for you, that you get that combined support of divine masculine with the divine feminine energy of the full moon. Using these amazing energies to your advantage as we end out the year and start the new one, supports you in being more present and open to amazing opportunities, amazing possibilities, and to some growth and development that we need now more than ever. So let's get some more clarification here, some more understanding. What further guidance support and wisdom does the full cold moon have for my rose quartz friends? The Hermit, the 9th card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at that inner understanding, that guidance to go forward. Of course, the more grounded and stable we are, the more we're open to better understanding, to more knowledge on not only ourselves, but our journey and what we're experiencing, supporting us in creating that solution to our situation and those challenges that is not only high vibrational, but will bring us the most fulfillment and the most joy. We need to take time for us. We need to take time for that self-care and that self-understanding, which of course will come through with self-care. The more time we take caring for us and focusing in on us, well, the greater we're going to understand things. We're going to know how to move forward. We're going to know what's going to support us right now for our greater benefit. That knowledge, that's going to be a key element going into 2021. We need a better understanding of us, so we have a better understanding of what it is we can do and what aspects are starting to emerge within us. We all have them. We need to nurture and support that development for our greater good, because those emerging aspects and pieces, of course, are going to support us within 2021 and beyond. Nurturing and caring for us, it's going to go a long way in not only strengthening us, but giving us a better understanding of who we are and what we're going to be doing in this lifetime. Well, 3 for 3 so far. Judgment, the 20th card in the Major Arcana. So the full cold moon is offering you a major life shift. We're not looking at a leap of faith here. We're looking at a shift, an energetic and perspective shift. Judgment, of course, is that connection to the high vibrational beings, that guidance, that wisdom. I said here, that knowledge is going to be key. Well, in the Hermit, it was about self-knowledge. This is about wisdom and guidance on our journey, helping us to understand that next step. The more stable we are, of course, the more we're able to gain that guidance, gain that wisdom from the high vibrational beings, taking us from that dark, uncertain time to one of beauty and abundance. I really enjoy this picture, and it may be hard to come on camera because it is quite dark. We have this desolate forest, and a being has opened a passage to take this young girl across that threshold so that she can be in a space where she can grow and thrive, which is very true what we're looking at here. And I know many of us have been anticipating and waiting impatiently for that calendar to change, hoping that we will cross that threshold, that we will be looking at a shift from that challenge and strife to one of abundance and joy, which is true. We do have a lot of opportunities that are present for us. We just need to be, well, present for them. What's more, we have to feel strong enough to engage and partake in these opportunities. Right now, many of us are feeling so burnt out and overwhelmed that we don't have that strength, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, to take on any more challenge, to cross that threshold. Embracing the full cold moon and using that divine feminine energy to our advantage to aid us in some healing, aid us in some releasing, so that we can cross that threshold And we can embrace some amazing opportunities that will bring that growth, that development, and of course, that abundance. However, we do need to do that release and healing to strengthen us. It's up to us to put that work in, to set those intentions, and do what we need to do to reinvigorate us. And of course, the more connected we are with ourselves, that self-exploration, the more we're going to be able to answer the question, how do we release? How do we heal ourselves? What's going to help us right here and right now to strengthen us? Bring us the resolve we need to cross that threshold and embrace those opportunities. So, setting that intention and getting some work done, my friends, we need to embrace this divine feminine now more than ever. The Four of Cups. Like I said, we're going to gain that direction, that understanding. It's hard to see in this rendition of the Four of Cups. However, the Four of Cups, we're looking at missing out on key pieces, key elements that are going to support you in connecting in, gaining further abundance and growth. Now, the original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew, she had a man sitting under a tree. He's forlornly looking at 3 cups. He's at a point of, really? Is this it? Yet, beside him is a 4th Holy Grail cup that's being handed to him via the universe. He's not present in his current thoughts, and he's not open to what's happening right here and right now. And that's what we need to do. We need to stop hyper-focusing in on the what-ifs of the future or getting stuck in the past. When we focus in on the here and now, we're more able to embrace the opportunities and the wisdom that the high vibrational beings and the universe want to share. The full cold moon is going to support us with that. We're going to be able to slow down, focus in on the task at hand, supporting us with that strength, that guidance and wisdom, and of course, that direction on what we need to do. What's going to bring in further abundance, fulfillment, and growth? What's going to be meaningful for you right now? The universe has it for you. We just need to be open to it. Open to that message and start to work on it. Like I said, baby steps. We want that stability. We don't want the leaps of faith that cause instability, that cause our ego to roar up, causing more fear and more doubt, which leads to regression, which leads to us kind of turtling ourselves and getting really stuck. That small, steady step, you see greater progression, stronger progression, because it's more maintainable and sustainable than leaps of faith. So, we have that stability, which is echoed in angel messages. We have the Emperor, which is the 4th card in the Major Arcana, and then the 4 of Cups. Of course, double 4s, you're looking at that foundation. You're looking at that stability. The angels are encouraging you to focus in on that foundation, to focus in on your grounding, so you're strong and stable and able to take on all that is open to you. All these opportunities, these possibilities that are open to you. We just need to be present and mindful of them. And finally, the 3 of Swords. Not a happy card, however, very important. Like I said, that pain, that heartache, it's going to slow you down. We need to start to release some of that. And I will give you a tool that will support you, because I've been talking about this release, on how you can release things right now and how it's going to support you. Months ago, I had the pleasure of working with Archangel Metatron, and he and I worked on a meditation that would support you in this release. Releasing and clearing that pain, that heartache, that's been holding us back. So, easy meditation, and if you're new to my channel, all the meditations that I am recommending, they are free. I don't recommend tools and then charge you for them. I don't feel okay with that. These are tools that you can use and reuse to support you on your journey. So, back to that meditation, releasing that heartache and pain, releasing that fear related to possibly gaining more heartache and pain. Our ego is going to try and slow us down from this progression, from this advancement. And the way it does that, of course, is through fear and heartache. We do have that strength and determination, the resolve of the Emperor, that we can use to our advantage. However, right now he's feeling a little bit uneasy. We're carrying too much baggage. He can't fully function knowing that someone is in so much pain. Releasing it helps to strengthen our resolve, helps to strengthen us. Think of it as having a cup within ourselves. When it gets too full, it starts to swell and overflow. Well, that's the same of what we're feeling right now, that burden. We need to release pieces and aspects within that cup so it's not so brimming, so exhausted. And you're going to release what isn't working, because releasing what works doesn't make sense. It just adds to that burden, those feelings of being overwhelmed. So when you release that heartache and pain, you start to feel stronger. Your cup doesn't feel so, taxed. You actually start to feel better and stronger, which helps you with more growth and more development, because you can continue to release this pain and heartache, these aspects and pieces that aren't working, and replace them with aspects that will. That shift, that's exactly what 2021 is trying to bring for you. We need to be present and mindful to what those aspects will be. And we need to have that space to bring them forward. So let's look at some blessings. What blessings can my rose quartz friends embrace? Well, that's important. For the full cold moon. My cards have been really jumpy today. It's been a lot of fun. Power. So important. It goes back to that stability, that Emperor's presence. And I enjoy the fact that the Emperor here in this deck, he's got a full moon encouraging him, supporting him, talking about that duality. We're looking back at that balance, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. We all have it within us, no matter what gender we identify with. So that balance, it too is going to strengthen us. Back to the power card. We're looking at standing in our own power. We're reclaiming, aspects and pieces that we need for our journey. We're empowering us through standing up in our own abilities and our own skills. The full cold moon helps to dust us off and get us going in the right direction. It's going to strengthen our ability to use our power, our talents, our creativity to our advantage to support us into 2021 and beyond. Dreams. Now, I keep saying healing and releasing. One way that we can heal and support us in gaining somatic guidance is setting some intention before we sleep. When we set that intention, we're focusing ourselves. We're able to clearly identify a task at hand. So, for example, before you sleep, you can identify that you want to heal yourself. You want the added guidance, that support and direction from the high vibrational beings. And what's more, you'd like the support to remember key elements. And then be open to those key elements. And what's more, write them down. Using pen and paper to write down the information, the symbols, the words that come to your head when you wake up. And we need to do it before we get going and going to the bathroom, taking our shower, because the longer we wait, the more likely our ego is to step in and help us forget. It happens all the time. Sit up, write down key words, key images that you remember, and allow yourself to reflect on it. You've got it out, you've got it down. So your ego is less likely to help you with that forgetting. The reason I say pen and paper, of course, our ego can impact technology. It's part of us, it's a subconscious part of us, and we can start to sabotage our own development, our own growth, because of course, fear and heartache. We don't like to put ourselves out there too much because we are afraid of what could happen, that unknown. So I encourage my clients and students to avoid technology when it comes to getting key information out. Use a spiritual journal, so it's not a loose piece of paper, so that you have that book at hand. And should your ego try and hide it on you, you can use the high vibrational beings to support you in finding it. It's a book, and of course, it's easier to find than a lost file that didn't record properly. So, back to your dreams. Setting that intention before you go to bed, asking for the help that you want and need. So before you climb in, or as you're climbing in, you can set that intention. While I sleep, I would like to heal myself. Can Archangel Raphael join me tonight with any and all high vibrational beings that can support me in this endeavor for my greater good? In one statement, you're setting your intention and you're asking for the help you need, bringing down that clause of free will, getting the support you need so that you're using your time more wisely. Or you can switch it up and ask for wisdom and guidance. Like I said, I always encourage people to ask for added support in remembering when you wake up. Use this time to our advantage. Dreams can be important. Sometimes it can be our ego reminding us of that heartache and fear. Other times you're looking at that guidance and support. Intention will support you in getting what you want. And then finally, nature. Many of us kind of hibernate right now. Many of us are dealing with cold and snow. It's not a time where we think of, oh, let's go take a walk in nature. Let's embrace snow, frozen trees. It can be a challenge, but that connection is really important still. Part of our challenge as a species can be that disconnect we feel during winter. Many of us are struggling with the seasonal affective disorder, the limited sun, the disconnection from outside. There's so many elements. Taking time and ensuring that we're connecting in as much as we can with nature. And if you live in a frozen abyss like I do right now, you can actually use other methods. Things like crystals, which are based in nature. You can bring plants into your house. Again, based in nature. Getting your hands in that dirt, it helps. Connecting in with those earthy crystals. It's amazing support. Using tools that are right at hand to your advantage. If you live in a household that plants are not going to be too helpful, there's going to be more work than benefit, you have to think about it. Using what's right at hand to your advantage, not creating more work for yourself. You'll know what will connect you to that natural energy most, and use it. This is a personal journey. We don't want to add too much more to our plate. We already have that frazzled, burnt out energy. We need to rejuvenate us in ways that is, well, rejuvenating rather than stress-inducing. Making decisions that are for our greater good. Because the full cold moon is supporting us with that strength, that development, and of course, that next step. It's up to us to participate in it, to engage in it, and incorporate those elements into our everyday. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the full cold moon is offering you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It truly helps people find me in the sea of YouTube, which of course helps to raise our vibration as a whole. We have that shifting, and we have that evolving. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more coming your way in 2021, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page, which has a lot of tiers and perks. And of course, those perks you're looking at free readings or healings from me. Additionally, I have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my rose quartz friends. Hello and welcome, my Howlite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full tarot and oracle decks here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the full cold moon has to share with my Howlite friends. What can my Howlite friends expect from the full cold moon? The Seven of Wands. Sevens, of course, can be a bit of a challenging number for us. However, with some hard work, we can be victorious over them. Sevens are that lucky number. And that wand, that fire, that passion, that courage. The full cold moon is going to invigorate us. We're going to feel stronger and more able to take on any challenges that come forward that are going to greet us at the end of the year or throughout 2021. This invigoration, this rejuvenation is not only going to inspire us and motivate us to go forward, however, it's going to strengthen us, strengthen our resolve and our physical form. We're going to be able to use this divine feminine energy to our advantage. We're going to be able to, like I said, rejuvenate and strengthen us to take on the demands that life is going to hold for us. We have further challenges and obstacles to overcome, patterns to break, and lessons to learn. That's why we're here. We didn't come here just to lounge about and exist. We came to learn and experience, and that's exactly what we're doing and what we'll continue to do throughout the years. Learn and experience. Of course, it's not all hard work. We will be rewarded for our hard work, and the universe, of course, rewards us through abundances and prosperity. We feel more connected in what we're doing, which of course brings about even further abundances, further prosperity. Just like anything else, when we're doing things right, things become a little bit easier. We have greater passion and zest for what it is we're doing. The full cold moon wants to rekindle that zest, that passion within you. Let's look at it a bit more here. What further guidance, support, and wisdom does the full cold moon have for my Howlite friends? The Two of Pentacles. Of course, that quintessential balance card. Twos are always about balance and harmony. That pentacle, about that grounded and earthy growth and abundance. We need that balance, that groundedness to support us in gaining that strength, that zest, that zeal for life. The more grounded, the more balanced we are, of course, the more we're going to be able to take on the challenges and demands and embrace these opportunities that are all around us. Taking that time and giving ourselves permission to work on that balance, to work on that grounding, to establish that harmony within ourselves. One of the ways that I can support you with this balance is through a meditation that I did. I've got a number of them that would support you with balance. However, the one that is really speaking to me right now is a meditation that I did with Archangel Sandalphon. We looked at that balance and that harmony. And of course, Archangel Sandalphon is connected in and works really well with our root chakra and our Earth Star chakra. Both of those are connected to our stability, to that earthy groundedness. So his amazing divine energy combined with that of the divine feminine, the healing, the releasing, and the stability is going to be fantastic. We need to utilize all the energies that are around us, asking for the help that we need so that we can heal and release. That's what we're going to need to work on to bring in this revitalization, this strength that we need, helping us to reconnect in with our passions because we're degunking ourselves. We're releasing some of that gunky yuckiness to engage in our passions. When we engage in our passions, we're shifting gears. We're getting out of that heaviness. We're getting out of that ruminating, swirling thoughts, those challenges that we're dealing with. And we're going to that high vibration of creativity and love, because we should be loving that creative aspect of ourselves, connecting in with it and getting out of our way. We get out of that ruminating, swirling thoughts, get into that creativity so that the high vibrational beings can support us in connecting in with that passion, reconnecting in and revitalizing us, giving us answers and supports that we can't even fathom because our vibration is too caught up in that gunkiness. So that creativity is our outlet. Taking time and setting intentions will go a long way in releasing what isn't working and embracing aspects that will. My cards are catching up. The Five of Wands. There is your conflict. There is your heaviness. That uncertainty, that build-up that we're feeling. There has been a kind of heavy fog-like energy that has settled in around the world. We need to take the time to clear it out of us and our surroundings so we feel stronger. We feel more able to connect in to what's going to work. Feel more able to connect in with us and bring in that balance. Now, one of the ways that we can look at shifting some of this energy is through another meditation that I did. It was part of my 12 days of Christmas. It was the 9th day. It was an energy shift meditation where I guide you through a visualization to shift the energies within you and around you. It's going to be a fantastic and easy, quick meditation to support you in stabilizing your surroundings, your environment. The stability and energy shift around you will, of course, support you in maintaining that balance. We need that energetical balance to support us in engaging with these opportunities, to engaging with our creativity, to start to shift our perspectives and open us up to these opportunities that are all around us and that will continue to be all around us, especially as we maintain and raise our vibration. And there's our big shift, guys. The 10th card in the Major Arcana. In this deck, it's just called the Wheel. It's also known as the Wheel of Fortune. Our fortunes are shifting. Many of us have been so excited about ending 2020 and entering into 2021. The changing of the calendars, in many people's hopes, is going to change and shift our energies and our fortune. 2020 has been a major learning point and curve for us. It's been a year of challenges that we haven't had to face as a species in generations. We are looking at that turning point. We are looking at being able to change our fortunes, going from one of struggle and strife to one of good fortune, happiness, and growth. Now, this is an important part, guys. It's not just going to happen nancy-pansy. You can't just watch it go by. Changing the physical calendar isn't going to change your perspective or change your outcomes. We need to put some work into this. We need to start to release some of this heaviness, this burden. Heal us so we can strengthen us. Within us, we can only hold so much. Think of it as a cup. Well, the cup can only hold so much before it overflows. And when we get to that overflow point, we're overwhelmed, we're burdened. It's a challenge. And that's where we're at. We need to release or dump some of this. And what we want to release, of course, are the aspects and pieces that aren't serving us. When we do that, we open ourselves up for a lot more possibility and opportunity. We can start to fill the cup up again with life-giving aspects rather than ones that cause heartache and fear. We need to put the work in so we can reap the rewards. Sorry. And it finally caught up to me. The Death card, the 13th card in the Major Arcana. Of course, there is your release. Here is your shift, here is your release. And in between, you're looking at healing yourself, invigorating yourself, and of course, bringing in that balance. Bringing in those opportunities. We need to put the work in. It's our life, and no one else can do it for us. Taking this time and using it to our advantage. Let's look at some blessings. What blessings can my Howlite friends embrace for the full cold moon? I said it earlier, that harmony, it's important. Bringing in that harmony, bringing in that peace, bringing in that balance. And of course, like I said earlier, that meditation with Archangel Sandalphon, well, it's going to support you with that harmony. It's going to support you with that balance and that groundedness. Taking that time and using it to our advantage. It doesn't have to be big chunks of time. It doesn't have to be labor or cost inducive. Little pieces that you can incorporate in to your everyday. Now, if you're new to my channel and you're not aware, the meditations I'm recommending, they're free. They're tools that I'm giving you to support you for your greater good. I'm not going to recommend tools and then charge you for it. I don't feel that's okay. These are free tools that you can use as often as you need that are going to support you. Like I said, for your greater good. It'll heal, it will release, and you're going to feel good when you do it. So, going back to our Archangel Sandalphon, he's going to help you. Well, actually, both of us do. It's a meditation between the two of us. We're going to help you with that harmony and that balance. Intention. I think that might be the word. I keep seeing that and hearing it in my mind. Set the intention, set the intention. I think that might be the word of 2021. Set intentions. It helps you clearly understand what you're trying to do, and it also invokes high vibrational beings, should you set that intention right. For example, up here I was saying we need to release. Well, sure, I've got meditations for that release. But another way you can do it, and it's kind of a easy cheat that I recommend everybody do. Before you get into a bath or a shower, set the intention that that's exactly what you want to do. In this shower or bath, I want to release that buildup, that toxic yuck that's holding me back. You can also add on, and this is a kind of that little quip at the end that opens you up to the support you're going to need. So you can set the intention that you want to heal and release in the shower, and that could any and all high vibrational beings come support me in doing so. You can also name an archangel. So a good one for release, of course, is Archangel Metatron. Calling him in. I always encourage people to end things off with that opening, if you will, so that you can invite other high vibrational beings. I ask that Archangel Metatron join me and support me in this release during my time in the bath or while I'm showering. And could he bring in any and all high vibrational beings that can support me in this release? You're setting intention so that you have that clear understanding that that's what you're going to do. And then while you shower or while you bathe, you can visualize that gunky film, that build up, that gunky yuckiness start to flow off of you. No, don't worry. That low vibrational energy and toxic gunk, it's not going to hurt anybody. If you call in Archangel Metatron, he'll transmute it for you. And if you didn't call him in, you just opened it up to any and all high vibrational beings, don't worry, one of them or your guardian angel will transmute it for you. You've already set the intention that you do want to put that release through, so you've already put them at a heads up. This is what I'm doing. You visualize it, you see it being washed away. You're starting to work on that release. You're starting to empower you. It's a simple thing that you do, well, usually every day or every other day. Setting that intention, it goes a long way in achieving some amazing progress. I love the small, steady steps we can make, and intention, especially setting intentions on activities that we're already doing, well, you're multitasking. And in today's world, we need to multitask. And we're multitasking in a good way. Oh, such a fantastic card. When we start to shift our vibration, shift our perspective, and part of this bigger shift, guys, is this manifestation. We have that ability to manifest the aspects and pieces that are going to serve our greater good. We all have the ability to manifest. And we all know somebody who's tapped into their manifestation ability. They think about, oh, I need this, and then all of a sudden, boom, there it is. You can do that too. Our vibration needs to be high. Our belief in self needs to be high. We can't get bogged down by that heaviness. With manifesting, you put out what it is you need. You set that, intention. I need to have whatever. Okay, so I need a new computer to support me with my creativity, my work, whatever. You put it out there. Then you let go of it. Second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, second guessing the universe, doubting that it will ever come, well, you're pulling yourself right back down and it's not going to work. Believing in you, believing in the universe, that you will receive what it is you need. Now, I should say a lot of people try and manifest winning the lottery. That's not so high vibrational. You got to remember, we're here to learn, to experience. And winning that lottery isn't really an experience that our high vibrational self would have signed up for. Tools to support us in that, for sure. You can manifest sums of money, absolutely. There are people who have manifested the lottery win. However, I encourage people to manifest things that are going to support them most. So if you wanted a large sum of money to, say, buy a house, try and manifest the house itself. When you can justify it, not only to you and to the universe, you're more likely to get it, right? Like I said, I need a computer for my work so I can be more creative. That is something tangible. I need a new house to have stability and to provide an environment for me and my family. Put it out there and let it go. Focus in on that creativity. Focus in on that life-giving aspects. It can take some time, and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on your ability to trust in you and the universe. When you start to second guess yourself and question yourself and lower our vibration, it takes a lot longer. Trust in you, trust in the universe. You can manifest what it is you need. And of course, the full cold moon is supporting you with that empowerment, that reconnection and zest for life. It's up to you to take hold of it and embrace it. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the full cold moon is offering you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It truly helps people find me in the sea of YouTube, which of course helps to raise our vibration as a whole. We have that shifting and we have that evolving. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more coming your way in 2021, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page, which has a lot of tiers and perks. And of course, those perks, you're looking at free readings or healings from me. Additionally, I have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Howlite friends.